I'm Stephen Hinton, the Charles Highmore Fellow at the Academy this year, a Professor of Musicology at Stanford, where I also hold a courtesy appointment in German Studies. My area of research covers a wide swath of music history from before the so-called classical period through the present, with a particular focus on the émigré composers Kurt Weill and Arnold Schoenberg. And it was the era in which they were active in the 1920s, the Weimar Republic, that guided my approach to my topic. It was a time of cultural crisis. It was also a time of multiple neoclassicisms that were both a reflection of that crisis and a response to it. This has guided my thinking insofar as I'm not asking the question, what is classical music, but what makes music classical? One of my case studies is the topic of my lecture, which is about the consecration concert of the Berlin Philharmonic Hall in 1963. It featured Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, and it was also an ode to freedom, but it didn't change the title of Schiller's Ode to Joy to an ode to freedom. But it was very much couched in terms of an ode to freedom. And in a way, there's a strong parallel between what was happening about a century ago in Weimar Germany and what is happening now. They had their technological revolution with the invention of sound recording, with radio, with movies, silent, and also the talkies. We have nowadays all of those things, but we have them mediated through the internet, through streaming. So we, of course, still have the Berlin Philharmonic, but we also have the digitale Konzertsaal, the digital concert hall. So on the basis of all of these perspectives that I take on my work, what makes music classical for me is not just the notes on the page, but our ongoing, sometimes rather fragile commitment to hear them.